Good morning, you guys. Alright, today is Saturday morning, 28th of September. Watch this car up here. I'm want to move over to get around this 50-mile-an-hour bobtail. Who's hanging out behind the 50-mile-an-hour truck? We don't need to be doing 50 through here. Alright. So, we are heading westbound on the 91 freeway right now in Southern Cal. I got Knott Avenue right here, basically kind of Anaheim-ish area, I guess I would say. Or Valley View, I think that's also like Cerritos. Want to say, anyway. Yeah, we're in California, obviously. So we're going to be picking up a load today in Carson, California, at the General Mills facility. I've been there at least a few times. I was actually there not too long ago. So to recap, the last load I vlogged was a pickup at actually at Don's Cold Storage. It was a Tyson load, but it was picked up at Don's Cold Storage in Rogers, Arkansas. I ended up taking that to Lancaster, California. Delivered that one a couple nights ago. And yeah, I ended up getting home the day before. So I got like good 30 hours at home before I had to go deliver the load. I'm like, yeah, it sounds like kind of bittersweet there. Get home early like that, but I mean, have to sit for so long to deliver, but get to spend time at home. So no complaints there overall. And I was running on recaps anyway. Also, I have a couple of medical appointments coming up next week. I think actually one dental and one medical, something like that. So this guy's slowing me down now. Anyway. So I'm not going to be able to do a heck of a lot. So actually, it turns out they are able to keep me pretty busy with short loads. That I already, like, even last night, had me kind of stressing a little bit about how easily I'm going to be able to get sleep, or with how kind of tight they are a little bit. So this load here, we're going to be picking up, and then we'll be taking it to Casa Grande, Arizona. And that one is due tonight. So, yeah, I'm going to, between running from my house. Now, that trailer that I mentioned in that other video, has some issues. So, I did indeed end up dropping it. I actually filled it up with fuel first. And then I dropped it over in our drop yard this morning. And then got a different trailer that I ended up parking right next the other one next to. Turned out to be a good one, so took to it and got rolling. And let's see. Alright. I'm not getting off at Central. Well, I guess I could, but I usually get off at Wilmington. Alright. Let me get zoomed in here for you guys. Yeah, I usually get off at the Wilmington exit and go right past the Ralph's DC that I pick up at. Oops. What's going on there? Okay. Hopefully nothing that's going to affect us. You never know. Nope, there's another one. Might be a chase. There's not anybody right there, but I might be taking off to catch up to somebody who is chasing. That, or there was an accident that needs more than one chippy there. I don't know. Anyway. Alright. What else? Oh, come on, car. Stay there. This guy is going to constantly be between this guy and these trucks over here. They're going to constantly be a problem, apparently. Because I think this is the same car I was just doing 54 a second ago. Alright. So So now, can I go ahead and talk about what I want to talk about today? Or are these clowns over here gonna keep distracting me to where I need to? Shit. Come on. Dude, don't be an ass. Because I will fucking rip your front end off if I have to. Alright. Yes, yeah, and I do need to be in this lane. Okay. I'm not having any luck at all. Alright, so here's a good topic here. Communication. This is a very common gripe that drivers have. And really it's a two-way problem. Drivers don't do enough communicating either in general. And I'm going to admit that I've been guilty of not communicating enough myself. But when I'm trying to let people know, like dispatch or OS&D people or road, breakdown people or road, whatever, doesn't matter. I've been guilty of that. I know one of my friends and his DM were both guilty of not communicating some kind of plan to a planner who wanted to plan my friend onto a load. Didn't know that he had something going on, so he planned him onto something and find out the hard way that he had something going on. The planner wasn't a happy camper, put it that way. And I don't blame him. It was just a bad decision there to, anyway, what is with these? The same damn bobtail I was stuck behind earlier. And now I can't get over because these four-wheelers over here. You guys gonna let me over now? See another car over there in the other lane that had me worried about it. Now look, dickhead speeds up. The minute I move over to frickin' go around this dipshit, he speeds up from 55 to 60 plus. What an ass. Alright, so why this came up. One of our drivers complained or vented online about how they had an OS&D, I think it was. I want to say that's what it was, yeah. And we had to wait for a while before they got any kind of disposition, and all it was they were short one or two boxes or whatever it was. It was a real simple one. They ended up waiting for hours, like at least a few hours, before they got any kind of response to that. Now, to be fair, this driver was a former JCT driver, and she was used to how JCT did things. We have a person named Brittany on the JCT side who handles OS&D product, their issues, whatever, their claims. And normally what would happen is you'd submit your claim, and then then Brittany would get back with you, usually on the Qualcomm, and say, you go ahead and send your empty call. You got it, and then they'll give you like a 6-digit OS&D number that they actually want you to write on the BOL, OS&D number, blah, blah, blah. And then you can go ahead and send your empty call. So, she was used to that. I don't know if this was her first time doing a OS&D as a Hirschbach driver, but whatever the case, the process is different. And I don't know if she had any prior experience with OS&Ds on the Hirschbach side. So what happens is now, either way, okay, they don't use OS&D numbers, or at least they don't give us OS&D numbers, at least in my experience. Dude, get out of here. Oh my God. So this freaking bobtail driver just insists on being a mine, and then he's only doing 56 again. Alright. And now I can't get over it because all the other traffic in the other lane. I know she was expecting a message with an OS&D number. There should have been something. They didn't need to be an OS&D number because they, like I said, at least in 2 or 3 cases where I've had OS&Ds, I've never gotten an OS&D number from Hirschbach. So evidently that's not their process. But I do normally still get something on my, like a message on my truck saying, go ahead and, you're good to go ahead and send your empty call or something, or go ahead and dispose of the, or donate or whatever it is, the product that you have, or they'll send, whatever the case. And, but there's always something there. Now, this driver was waiting, and now she's right and wrong on this, all right? So for one, she's sitting there blaming Hirschbach. And basically she's kind of on that whole bandwagon that JCT's better than Hirschbach. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I like the overall, come on, car. I'm gonna slide over on your ass, motherfucker. You ain't gonna freaking force me onto the 710. That's why you don't speed at these splits like this. At least I'm rid of that damn bobtail driver. Fucker. Asshole. Anyway. Now, she was making it out like this kind of problem never happened at JCT. And I beg to differ. Now, I'm not saying that she doesn't have a legit gripe on her situation here. She actually does have a legit gripe, but as I mentioned to her in that thread, hey, don't blame the company when it could have just been one individual or a couple of individuals there who failed in the communication process. Or it could be it could be technical issues. Case in point, I've had a couple of times where I TikToked this one. I was at the Loves in Jeffersonville, Ohio, I think is what it's called. We're on I-71, where I-71 and US 35 meet up. I want to say it's Jeffersonville, Ohio. Correct me if I'm wrong. I had to put my trailer in the shop there. I can't remember what for, but I needed to get I think our tire or something along that line. And I go to check in, and they send the info, and then my road assist guy basically sends me a message, hey, you send in a trouble ticket, basically, a support service request ticket. I'm like, I already did. What are you talking about? And so then, I ended up talking to him on the phone and find out he never even got it. Even though I sent one already, I even had record that, I had it in my messages, proof that I actually did send it, but it never got to our road assist guy for whatever reason. And I've also had issues where I get a message to my truck that has nothing to do with me, because apparently whoever sent it accidentally sent it to the wrong truck. Yeah, that's a thing too. Or there are other issues with the system. Let me go ahead and get zoomed in. Both of these are suggesting, like I said, I usually, more often than not, I'll take Wilmington, which is the exit right here. I'll go ahead and take Central this time. Anyway, come on, car. Jump in and back out. Either way, just don't blame the entire company, and don't act like JCT didn't have these problems either, because here's another case. I had an OS&D in, where was that? I was in Ontario or somewhere else here in Southern Cal, like in the Inland Empire region. And I was wanting to get home. Alright. Now, I was wanting to get home, but I had to sit and wait for my OS&D person, Brittany. Yeah, again, I know I can easily blame her, but in reality, because I ended up talking to her, because I never got my OS&D resolved, even though I submitted the claim. Gotta watch this car over there. No, he's turning right. Okay. Alright, so yeah, basically I got tired of waiting for what I was pretty sure was going to be go ahead and just discard it or whatever, one of those situations. I don't remember, it might have been a shortage or whatever. So I got fed up with waiting and said, fuck it, I'm going home anyway. And I went ahead and went home, and nobody ever worked on it, did anything about it on the night shift. So the next day, I called Brittany and got a hold of her. I'm like, hey, what's going on with this? Like, how come I don't have any disposition instructions yet? I can't send my empty call because I never got anything telling me I could. Turned out she never even got because I sent in the macro, and I think I sent in I texted pictures and all that to their line. I don't know why, but she never actually got it. And I had to actually, come on, dude. Yeah, and so when I was talking to her on the phone, then that's when she looked it up on there and in the system, and I guess finally found it. Now I don't know if she looked at it and just kind of was busy, kind of distracted with something else, or what? Or maybe she legitimately never got it, and maybe someone else was helping her or something and handled it. I don't know, but. Yeah, it was a mess. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna make this left here on the Beachy Avenue. And on the left side, it'll be right there in a curve. It'll be on the left side. When we get there, the driveway is gonna split into right and left sides. Now, I believe it's the left side is for live loads, and the right side is for dropping hooks. Now, I think these guys are all here, but I don't know if they're just parked and waiting for their appointments. Yeah, this guy is for sure. He's not even facing the right way. Okay, so driveway's right here on the other side of Stevens, and as far as I can tell, Stevens is just parked. Yeah, he has his curtains closed and everything. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna want it's one-way lot here. Outbound, use the left lane, and then use the intercom. They used to have a guard and a guard shack here that you'd interact with, but now you just come up over here up to the stop sign on the left side and check in on there's an intercom box on the guard shack there you check in with now. Alright guys, we're checked in. Gonna be knocking on the door 15. It's probably gonna be right over here, pretty close to this guy who's right here. I want to say this is 18 and 17 right here. I need to get my doors open. Reefer set at 34 continuous. Alright, now 15's a little further down, over by that Pride trailer more than likely. Because this Stevens here is in 20. So 18, 17, 16, yeah. So it might be a couple of doors on this side of the Pride trailer. One or two doors to this side of it. Yeah, 2 doors, because Pride's in 13. Okay, let's get doors open. And we'll get this done. We have a drop trailer here. Didn't know that. Alright. Hit this door here now. Looks like we're good. The lock system is not malfunctioning like it was at the customer I went to over in Texas. I can't remember the name of the city. It starts with a B. Over to the south of Fort Worth. Are you gonna shift or not, stupid? That's why I'd rather do the shifting myself. Chase it down. I think I'm a little bit late hitting it with the tractor. Drive tires were gonna probably be there, but not the steers. So fix that real quick. Come on. All right, pretty heavy winter now. Alright, so going back to that, I'm not going to drag this on too long, but just remember that just because one person fails in the communication process doesn't mean it's the whole company's fault. You know, it's not necessarily their problem. Put it another way. I'm retired military. You know, why do we have such strict rules on conduct in the military? Yeah, on and off duty conduct and in and out of uniform, because anything that can be remotely construed as this person is an Air Force guy, it makes the whole Air Force look bad, because that same stupid mentality that people have. No, this is just a bad egg, or this person just is human, they made a mistake, or whatever the case might be. Insert your excuse here. But, and try to motivate them to, or correct the bad behavior or whatever, or the mistake or whatever it is, so it doesn't happen again. And then if it keeps being persistent, hey, start taking action and get progressively more aggressive with the action until either the person shapes up, grows up, whatever, or you kick them out. Otherwise, they're a bad representative of the company, of the branch. Same with there could even be like Hirschbach. They have maybe people who are bad representatives of their image, what they want to present. If someone's just bad for business for them, sorry, you should just go. And that's why some people might end up getting shit canned by them, even like dispatchers and stuff. And I don't blame, I can't blame some of the dispatchers who are no longer with them for having gripes. And at the same time, that's why I try to be careful about how I word things as well, because I know what it's like as well, being blamed for stuff or having to be responsible for everything that happens underneath your umbrella, even though it's like, to me it's kind of bullshit. The same thing happened. Like, if one of my troops got in trouble, I had to show up with them to the commander's office or whatever, because even though I might have not known anything about it, and it's just a human being a human. It's something maybe immature or something, or bad judgment, whatever it is, anything to that effect. But hey, it looks bad on me, because like I'm not doing my job or something. And I see both sides of that. So in one way, I can kind of see the argument that, hey, it's still the company, but in reality, it's sometimes just a breakdown. Someone oversaw something, or they never even got the damn message or something. Now, I will say though, a lot of dispatchers, they do have a bad habit of not answering phone calls or not returning phone calls. Now, I don't know what goes on there with other drivers. I know what my habits are. I don't make phone calls very much. I don't. Most of my contact with my dispatcher is through my app on my phone or my tablet. Usually on my phone because I can swipe a lot easier on it. And she knows that if I'm calling at all, there's probably a more legit reason to be calling her. And and I know that she gets a missed call notification on her screen because I've been there personally seeing what their side looks like in person on their computer. So I know it'll have a little like a blue a blue rectangle or whatever it is on the bottom right part of their screen, showing that such and such number is which is such and such driver is calling in, and they might ignore it because they're busy doing something else, and then whenever they get a chance, they might call back. Or could be that this person is annoying to them because they call too much for stupid bullshit. Stuff that you could be communicating on the Qualcomm or on the hub app, whatever. And they get busy and they can multitask more easily if it's on the tablet. And not to mention you have a digital trail you can also work with there. It's not so easy when you tell somebody like, I forgot what you said. Or I can still be tracked with the recording, but I don't know if the dispatchers have access to those recordings. So that's another concern there. That's why I put it on the damn on the system. I only had one dispatcher who I would say had a habit of not responding to me, and it was a dispatcher who's no longer with with our company. I'll just say, who I believe who did not like me, but I was on her board, and so I've talked about her in the past. For some reason, she didn't like me. I don't know why. Even before I even really met her in person, she apparently didn't like me too much. Maybe because she knew of me in our Facebook groups and didn't like my personality or something. Who knows? For all I know, it could have been it. But truth be told, I don't know to this day why she has some kind of issue with me. Whatever. That's her problem, I guess. But I just knew that we didn't have chemistry at all, like workplace chemistry there to speak of. So I ended up getting firing her, if you will, as a driver. Got off of her board and got onto someone else's board with help from the fleet manager. So, I mean, you have that issue there too. Sometimes you're just not going to mess well with a particular dispatcher. And if you don't mess well with them, they're probably going to be more reluctant to want to call you back or answer your phone calls. Whereas my current DM, Tasman, or she goes by Taz, I have a really great workplace rapport with her, at least my opinion. She's very easy to work with. When I do talk to her on the phone, it's very, I would say, the tone of voice is very indicative of friendly, enjoy working with you kind of tone, I guess. And I give her the same thing back, and she's been great for keeping me rolling too. All right, anyway. I'm going to ramble a little bit much, so I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead and skip ahead now to whenever we're docking out. What we're going to do here is basically they'll start loading me, and then when they're done loading me, when the door light turns green again, then I'll go ahead and pull away, close my doors, They got a scale right here on site you can use to scale your load. And then once you're done scaling it, you just go right past it over to that other end of that wall over there, and get out and go to the office to pick up, to sign for your bills. Alright guys, we're done loading. Just short of 2 hours total before I figured out that the door light was green. I was napping and I'm not feeling it moving anymore, so it's gonna take a little bit to get to the scale here. There's a guy checking out there who's parked in front of the scale. Pride just got out of their door too. And oh, looks like she's ready to get on the scale now. But yeah, I could have pulled away already, but the other guy is parked in front of the scale where I can't weigh. I could weigh my maybe my steers and drives, but not my trailer as well. It's only one axle at a time, or one set at a time, whatever. But either way, that's what's up. We'll go ahead and I guess kind of head to whenever I can get on there and figure out how good the weights are, and then be out of here. Alright guys, we can finally get on the scale, but yeah, we might still have to wait. I don't know that I don't think I'm gonna be able to get my trailer on there until after Pride gets through checking out. We'll do what we can with it. Let's see. That's the problem with being on a slant here. My steer axle weight is artificially low. I know that's not what it's actually going to be. But the fact that my steers are up higher than my drives means I'm gonna have less weight on my steers than I should have because of it. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna get back off of this scale and try. There we go. Get back on it, because it counted all the way down to low 9,000 range, and I know I shouldn't be anywhere near that. I'm gonna just kind of go a little more rapidly over it. 10.7 is what I saw a second ago. 11.2. See, I can't trust this thing. Oh, it's going up now, but 11, we'll just say 11.2-ish. I got, yeah, both axles on the plate right now. It's kind of hovering there around 31.3. I don't know. Evidently, this is a skill that can't be trusted, though, so I'm going to go ahead and check the trailer now. Wait a minute. Is that showing me a little heavy? Yeah, it's showing me overweight by about 300 pounds. I can kind of cheat and go back one hole and claim that I'm at the 40-foot mark. I mean, it's just one scale. The eastbound banding scale I have to get past, which half the time isn't open anyway. And with this, I can't trust this scale anyway. So, all right, let me get checked out, and we'll get out of here. All right, guys. So, easy checkout process. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here though, and I gotta send my scan in the my unsigned bills and all that crap before I leave. I'm gonna go ahead and get off the property, come up here in the center lane right behind Pride, and do it right there. Like we're clear over there on the left. I don't think those cones were supposed to be ran over. Oh well. Okay, looks like, yeah, we're good. Alright, looks like Pride's getting ready to pull away, so might just, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here as well. Perfect place where I can pull my SD cards and all that kind of crap. So, I already mentioned it's going to Casa Grande, Arizona. It's due tonight, so I'll have to book it over there for the most part. Then after that, because I won't be vlogging the delivery, but I do have a reload tomorrow because I have since I have my appointments coming up this week, this next week. This is really just kind of a keep me nearby and keep me busy kind of thing. I have this, and then I have another load going from Henderson, Henderson, Nevada, over on the southeast side of Las Vegas. That one's going to Tracy, California. So, I know I've vlogged the Henderson, America to Henderson I think once or twice. So. But I don't know, I might go ahead and vlog one of those again. I'm going to do one of those stops. I don't know, I might wait till we get to Tracy. I don't know. But that one picks up tomorrow night at 1900. But it's a dropping hook, so it might be ready earlier. Or I think it's a drop hook. And the Tracy delivery is on the 1st. So I don't know. I'm kind of leaning toward I might vlog the Tracy delivery and not the pickup, since I've already been to Henderson a couple times, not too long ago. All right. Anyway, I'm out of here. I guess I will see you guys in Tracy. All right. Appreciate you watching. Yeah, whoever actually is taking the time to watch this. I'll see you guys.